How many times do you need to post every month to hit your income goals? So that's exactly why I created your post profit calculator, which I have here for you. But believe it or not, how much money you make is not based on how often you post, but actually how many people you reach and how good you are at converting that content. So let's say you have $1,000 product or service that you sell and you want to make $10,000 a month. You're going to use this calculator to insert up here the price of the product. So let's say it's $1,000. And then you're going to go down to this little blue box down here and put how much money you want to make off this one product every single month. So let's say 10,000. So this calculator is automatically going to tell you everything you need to know. So you're going to need to reach 6,200 people, 6,250 people every single month in order to make that $10,000. So the reason you're going to want to look at reach and not impressions or views or even engagement is because impressions is just the amount of times people might come across your content on, the explore page or the for you page, but they skip right past it. Views, you could have those short videos that go on a loop while people read the caption, and that's not really going to say much about how many sales you're going to make. And then the engagement is just too low of a number to really have an accurate representation of how many sales you're going to have, because not everybody who buys from you is going to save, like, and comment on posts. So what you're going to want to do is look at the reach. So in order to make $10,000 off of this $1,000 product or service, you need to reach 6,250 people every month. Now, at a 2% conversion rate, which you can read the link I have for you here, but social media has a pretty low conversion rate. It's actually like 0.5% to 2%, I believe. And I just did the higher end of the spectrum here, but if you want to change it here, you can. And you can see the lower your conversion rate is, the more people you're going to have to reach. The higher your conversion rate is, the less people you have to reach. So I have it at a 2% conversion rate here. And this is going to tell you how many people, how many leads per month. So this is all per month you're going to be expected to get. So let's say you're promoting a freebie for a course that you have. If you reach about 6,000 people, you should get, at a 2% conversion rate, 125 people to your email list. Or if it's a service, 125 inquiries. So once you get those leads, how many of those leads are actually going to convert into customers or clients? So email, so if this is a freebie, emails have a much higher conversion rate than social media. It's actually 3 to 8%. So I'm actually going to have this at 3% here, so we can be a little bit realistic. So basically, you'll see now you need more leads. You're going to need 333 leads in order to hit that $10,000 a month. So just to back it up, you have a product that costs $1,000 or a service, and you want to make $10,000 a month. You're going to need to reach, based on these conversion rates, 16,000 people. You should expect to get about 333 leads. And at a 3% conversion rate, you should get 10 clients or sales, which is going to get you that $10,000 a month. Now, the next thing you have to do is go down here and figure out, based on how many posts that you're able and willing to do every month, how much reach you need to hit per post. So for me, for example, posting 12 times a month is a lot for me. So 3 times a week. So I put in this little blue box here, I'm going to post 12 times a month. I already know, based on my income goals and the price of my product and the average conversion rates, that I need to reach 16,667 people. At 12 times a month, that means that each of those 12 posts needs to reach at least 1,389 people in order for me to get these 10 sales. So I have some instructions that come with this calculator that show you how to find your Instagram and TikTok analytics. So you'll be able to see how many people you're currently reaching every month. So if you're not reaching 16,000 people every month, you have 3 options. Option A is to post more. So for example, if I'm posting 12 times per month and I'm reaching an average of 500 people, then this reach needed per post is too high for where I'm at right now. So option A is to post more, because you can see if I decided to post every day instead, the number of people I need to reach per post goes down. So all of this stays the same. I'm just posting 30 times, reaching, which I'm already doing, on average of 500 people per month. I'm hitting those reach goals. And if I'm converting at these 2 and 3% percentage conversion rates, then I will make that $10,000. So that's one option. But if you know in your heart and soul, like me, that I'm not going to post 30 times a month, your option B is to post growth content. So that's going to be something that's easily digestible. That's going to give your audience a quick win. So anything that's going to make them engage, because the more people engage with your content, the more the algorithms push it out. So you're going to want to create something that's shareable or savable. Another type of growth content is SEO content, which is what I teach and talk about. And the reason in SEO content just gives you more accurate measure of how many people you're going to reach per month because of keywords and tools and analytics and stuff. So basically, anytime you post on social media, you have no idea if you'll go viral or not. As opposed to SEO content, you have a very good idea of how many people you're going to reach because you know exactly how many people are searching for that type of content every month. So option A, post more. Option B, post however much you're willing to post, but post growth content or SEO content. And option C is to work on your conversion rates. So again, like I said, based on how many people you reach, that's going to tell you how many leads you're going to get. And then that's going to tell you how many sales you're going to get. So it's not really, sometimes it can be like you reach 16,000 people, only 3% convert, and this number, like this, all of this right here isn't even relevant, and you get a bunch of sales. But on average, people have to be nurtured. People have to be, they just don't buy right away, especially $1,000 product or service. So you kind of want to get them into that flow, like your emails and everything like that, or get them to follow you. So these leads can be email subscribers. They can also just be followers. But for the sake of this calculator, we're talking about email subscribers, leads, and then converting those leads into sales. So this box right here is how many sales you're expected to get. So if you work on your conversion, which means working on your email copy and working on your sales page copy, then you can see you need to reach significantly less people, and you're back down to what you know that you can reach posting this many times per month. So with this calculator, I have an area where you can find how much you need to post based on different price points and everything for 6 different streams of income. And then once you go over here, you can look at kind of the big picture stuff. So, here for product number 1, you want to make $10,000. Maybe product number 2, you calculate you want to make $5,000 because it's a $97 product. And then so on and so forth. So all of that will automatically populate in this first tab here. And then it'll tell you how many people you need to reach every month. I'm going to show you an example actually. So I went to my product service number 2. It's a $237 product. I want to make, let's say, $10,000 again on this product. Now I know exactly how many people I need to reach, how many sales I need to make to hit that $10,000, and what my reach needs to be per post with my commitment of 12 posts a month. And then I have stream of income number 3. It's a $597 product. I want to make $10,000 with this product as well. Number 4 is a $2,000 product or service, another $10,000 I want to make. So if you go to your goal overview, it's showing you with those 4 products, my goal of $40,000, I'm going to need to make 74 sales per month and reach 112,000, basically 113,000 people. So if I'm only posting 12 times a month, then each post needs to reach almost 10,000 people, which in my example, I was saying, I only reach 500 people. So that's kind of daunting, right? That's making me think, okay, I need to be posting, 30 times a month. And then now I need to reach 3,000 people. And that's still not enough, or it's not where I'm at right now. So another thing you can look at is how many social media platforms you're repurposing that content to, because that will spread your reach. And especially if you're just starting out, you don't know right now how well like a TikTok video is going to perform on Pinterest. Plus Pinterest lasts a lot longer. Well, not than TikTok, but let's say an Instagram reel, if you repurpose it to Pinterest, it's going to last a lot longer than it will on Instagram. So I highly recommend repurposing your content for this specific reason, because again, if you change this saying, you're posting all your Instagram reels to, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and LinkedIn, let's say. So you're posting to 4 other platforms. So now you see the total reach needed per post just went from 9,000 down to 2,351. So you are technically posting 48 times, but you're still creating those 12 pieces of content. So that's just an overview, just so you know, if you go to the streams of income, it's all set. You only fill in the blue squares, by the way. And then in the goal overview, you fill in the, just up here in the green squares. But for the streams of income, it's set to 1 up here, and then it's set to 0.0001, and it will put it at, like, the whole calculator will be 0, so it won't affect your goal overview section. But I believe if you get rid of a 0, it puts your reach at 2, so it's going to make your numbers all wonky. So if you only have 1 product, when you get this, it's all formatted at, these numbers. But if you want to play around with having multiple streams of income and everything, just make sure if you go back to only having like 1 or 2 streams of income, to have these blue boxes. This one should be at 1 and this one should be at 0.0001. So, and then this down here should be fine. Speaking of streams of income, you also have this tab here, your streams of income kind of guide. So over here, I've been doing this for a long time, and I constantly do competition research to see what other people are charging. So this is kind of where we're at in 2024. I would say from like 2021 to 2024, these have been the pretty standard pricing. So let's go down the list. If you're offering a DIY product, as in it's a template, a mini course, a big course, anything like that, you're telling your client or your people buying from you that they're doing this all on their own. So the price range is here. You can decide what you want to charge, but this is just on average what most people are charging these days. Then we have the done with you category, and that's going to be like group coaching programs, consulting calls, one-on-one mentorship. So the way I think of it is like if you hire an online fitness trainer, which I've done before, it was a decent amount of money because it was one-on-one, but I was also DIYing it because it was online. So they weren't at the gym with me, but it was still high ticket. And then there's done for you services where, you're writing blogs for people, managing people's social media pages, doing email campaigns, like having monthly retainer clients. And then there's an average here for you as well. So then you can come to these 2 little sections here. And at the top, you're going to put your monthly income goal. So you can start with this tab if you haven't really thought about your different streams of income. But if you're not sure where to start in terms of, should I sell a $1,000 product and get, $10,000 a month? Is that possible for me? I'm going to show you how you can figure that out with this part of the calculator. So let's say you want to make $10,000 a month. And you can go through and be like, okay, I want to sell one of each of these things. So decide out of this price range how much you want to charge. So in this tab, you're only messing with the cells that are green. So don't touch anything else or it'll get all wonky. Anyway, so let's say you're going to sell an ebook for 25 bucks. So this is automatically going to calculate for you. So let's say $1. So if you want to make $10,000 selling a dollar template of some sort, you're going to need to sell to 10,000 people. You're going to have to make 10,000 sales. As opposed to a $25 ebook, you need to make 400 sales. So basically just like go through here, pick out the price points that you feel comfortable with, and it'll tell you how many sales you'll need to make. So based on your current audience and things like that, do you think it's realistic for you to sell, 400 courses or services, maybe not services, 400 templates a month? If that seems like a huge number, then find a number like 2. Like, oh, I can sell 2 $5,000 packages a month. Like that seems a lot more attainable. So that's where you can start thinking about where you should be focusing your time. So if you're already making 10,000 and you have the time to work on another $10,000 income stream and you're okay with, building your social media audience and your website traffic and your email list, and you want to sell like a $25 product and just work your way up to that 400 to have more of a passive income stream, that's when you would focus on those lower ticket. I always recommend starting higher ticket, by the way. So then you can come over to this section here and basically, so let's say I just made this as an example, but you're going to just pick a couple things. I'm like pointing at my computer from this list and just come up with like your offer suite. So maybe I should say this is your offer suite ideas. So you want to do templates for $17. You want to do a bundle of templates for $37. You want to sell a mini course at $97. I have that on here twice. Anyway, you want to sell a signature service or a course for $2,000. So basically, you're going to put the price point that you're happy with for all of these things. And, you don't have to have that many income streams. Like, let's say you're only going to do these 3. So what you're going to do, actually, let's go with getting rid of those 3. Okay. So now put the price you want to charge for templates, the price for your mini course. So let's say your mini course is $197. So the number of sales that calculates here is going to be based on what you put in this column. So how much money do you want to make with these templates every month? $2,000, you're going to need to make 118 sales to hit that mark. For your, signature service or course, if you want to make $10,000, you're going to need to make 5 sales. So that's calculated. So basically put in the 5 to 6 streams of income offer suite ideas in this section of the calculator, put how much you want to charge, put how much you want to make for each stream of income. So maybe for this one, you want to make most of your money because it's high ticket, but you want to make an extra $2,000 in passive income selling some kind of template or some kind of mini course. Then it's going to automatically calculate how many sales you need. So then overall, you're going to need to make 133 sales of your offer suite every month, and then you'll be making $14,000. So that means you hit your income goal. So then you can come over here, and this is kind of like the stream of income post-profit calculator, but you can play around with it here first. So this isn't as accurate, but just to give you an idea of, is it realistic for you to make like 118 sales for these templates? What you're going to do is fill out your current audience size. So let's say on social media, you have 2,000 followers. Let's say you have 120 people going to your website every month. And let's say you have 500 people on your email list. So again, the average conversion rates here are based on research I've done, and it can fluctuate a lot. and you can change these if you want based on your knowledge of what your own conversion rate is. But social media average conversion rate is like 0.5% to 2%. I did 2% here, but if you want to do like 1%, you'll see obviously the number of sales expected will go down. Website conversion rates is also really high. I think it's even higher than an email list, but I'm not quite sure. There's another blog here. And then an email list is 3 to 8% conversion rates. So again, I've just put it kind of in the middle here. So from social media with 2,000 followers, your biggest audience, you're going to make about 20 sales. For your website, which is your smallest audience, you're going to make 4 sales. So I do want to show you though, if you get the same amount of people on your website versus your social media, you can see you get significantly more sales and leads expected just because it has a natural higher conversion rate than social media by itself. So same thing with your email list. If you had the same number email list, you're going to have a higher conversion rate for your email list. So your website and your email list at the end of the day should be your main focus in terms of sales. So social media is really good for brand awareness and things like that. And it should convert to leads, which will eventually convert to sales, but the sales won't happen if your website sucks and if your email list sucks. So that's why copy is so important. But anyway, let's go back down to these numbers here. So sales expected, total possible sales for the month with these numbers is 49 sales. So the way this calculates for you is this is about the price point. So if you go over here to, the pricing guide, that's something you can sell something. Let's say you can sell a mini course for $206 and hit your income goals. So 206 times 49. I don't have my calculator up. It's $10,094. So this, again, calculates for you. So there's also some info here. But yeah, so just to give you one more overview, this is going to show you, actually, let's move this down here since it's like the last step. So this is your first product or service, however much you want to charge. And then you do this for every single stream of income that you currently have or want to have in the future. And then at the end of the day, it will show you per month what you're wanting. And it tells you how much you need to be posting on how many social media platforms until, you can adjust all of this until you get to a number here that's comfortable and for you and realistic. So can you post 12 times a month on 2 platforms? Is it realistic that you'll, reach 4,700 people every month? That's kind of where you start figuring out how much you should be posting. But my advice is to post as much as you can. 12 is a great starting point. Honestly, it's a good forever point in my opinion. I have clients who don't post at all. They get all their stuff from their SEO, but they don't post at all on social media. So it's just up to you. I do also have a post profit calculator for blogs, and blogs are so different because instead of focusing per month how much you need to post, you focus on how many blogs you need total. So it's a lot less work. So I will probably make a whole separate post profit calculator for that, but this wasn't meant to be a 25 video. Anyway, enjoy. Let me know if you have questions. Email me. I will have that included somewhere. You'll find it. Good luck. Have fun.